Hi and welcome to another episode to Road to Endgame, and today is tournament day. So I'll be going through the prep I've been doing and what I'm doing to join the tournament. So a couple tips, tricks, and hopefully some nice little bits to help you join the tournament in the right way and win first place, because that's what we want to be doing. And also I'll be reading your comments from the last episode and answering them as well, and throwing some more stuff in as well. So let's begin. So in today's tournament, I will be joining shortly. So what I've been doing, I've been basically prepping. Then there's 3 things you can do to prep for a tournament, and that's start banking. When you mean banking, it basically means stockpiling, and that's relics, diamonds, and shards. Now, with relics, I normally do about three to 5 runs worth before the tournament. So leading up in between tournament, I'll get my Books of Shadows level as high as I can. So it was around about 80, but because I've been stockpiling, that will drop. That's absolutely fine, because you can bump that up when you finish the tournament. So I've been collecting, so this has been my 3rd round of shards, relics once I've prestige. So I say around about 3 to 5. You can do more or less. It depends how long it takes you to do runs. So I normally give myself a couple of hours, like 2 to 3 hours before tournament, to give me time to collect those relics. Game with diamonds. So I've been collecting diamonds throughout, well, since the last tournament, and these are either, if I've got enough, I could maybe buy a Titan chest if it's an offer and it's good value, or it could be mainly buying pets. That's the main thing. So with pets, the best thing about them during tournament is what you'll be, well, the ones you want to be looking for is all damage, all gold, fluffers like that, and kit. They're the top 4. If they're not available, then any other ones. But also look for the passive bonuses. So when they get to even numbers like this, they get passive bonus increase. So Bash would be a great example. So if you look at Bash on here, where is Bash? There we go. Right, so his passive is at 35%, and he's got times 893 ground hero damage. And when it's at 40%, that'll go to, well, that'll increase. So that'll be the perfect pet to get if you're limited on diamonds. And lastly, it's shards. So I haven't got any shards because I used them up in the last tournament, which is a shame because I'm 5 away from increasing my crafting power. But if I had shards, I will be completing mythic sets. So the next one, I've got Ancient Warrior, which is fantastic. Next one going for is Mechanized Sword. I've only got 2 more to get, but unfortunately I haven't got any shards for that. So that's my prepping done. Now I'm just going to trying to get as close as max stage as I can. So my max stage is 14304. So I'm getting pretty close, not close enough. I have changed my build to Clanship Fairy. So before I was doing Clanship Pet Heart of Midas, I put the new build above my head, and it's now going to be Clanship Fairy. Just because I'm VIP at the moment, and I was going to check to see if having the fairy income is going to be better, because I have got Great Fate Medallion, which is an artifact increase fairy gold income. So I want to check if that's better than in Necto for source, but we will see. So far I've done a couple runs with fairy, and to be honest, I haven't seen any difference. Like, it takes just as long to collect the gold as it does with or without. So we'll see once it starts, just to see if it's made any difference whatsoever. Alright, I'm going to join tournament. I think that's high enough. So just join tournament as normal. Just collect the bonuses that haven't collected yet. I'm definitely gonna get the fluffers, so I'll get that. And I'll show what I mean by Bash. So let's equip back to which one was it? All hero. Okay, so as I said, so Bash on passive is 35% at 893 ground heroes, 893. Then because I got up to level 40, it's now at 1k, so over 1009, and also it's gone up to more damage than the pet damage because I've hit the next level to unlock its passive. So these are the kind of things you should be looking for. Again, that's gone over. 75 should be the next one, but it's all damaged. I'll get that anyway. So look at this. That goes over 25. Range, that's a good one. So it gets to an even number. So anything that goes over an even set number is going to be good. Do you know what? I'm just going to get all of them, to be honest. All pets are good. All pets are good. Keep getting pets. So now that I've got all them, I'm going to level these up and make sure my hero is matching, which it is. Don't need that. Let's go with that. So that's spell hero damage, which is my strongest hero spell at the moment. So I'll keep that the same. Unlock these. I'm going to be keeping these at level 1 while I go through some stages. And then when it starts slowing down, I'll start leveling them up some more. That's for dealing with your mana income. But because it's quite weak, I think I might have to level them up sooner. And talking about that, I'm going to get Make It Rain now. Because if you use Make It Rain, or if you got Clan Crate at the beginning, then you get a lot of gold to level up your heroes. So you get stronger heroes at the start, which just makes the process a bit quicker at the beginning. Okay, so on the first run of the tournament, there is no porter. So it's no extra splashing. So you want to be getting as high as you can, because the porter is only activated on the second run of a tournament, and also only up to the level that you've reached. So for example, like at the moment I'm 13,580. So if I was to prestige now, not only will I start at a lower stage, but I would only have porter up to that stage, up to 3,500 and something. So you want to push as high as you can, past your max stage if possible, also for the relics and stuff. And yeah, then prestige, so you can get these porters activated in your second run, and it makes it a little bit quicker, which is nice. So while that's going, I'm going to open a new artifact just to see what it is. And ooh, hero weapon boost, which is nice, but it's not enough for the next one, so I will be using an artifact optimizer to level these up, which I will show in a second. So this is the website, tap Titans 2 Combidium, and I go to Tools Corner, go down to Artifact Optimizer, and then on this bit, let me bring the game back up. I'll put on that side so you can see both of them there. So it's nice and all on one screen together. So first you put in your total relics, which I'll turn off that automatic to off, so that you can fill it in without it updating all the time constantly. So you go to Hero tab at the top to Stats and get all the way down to the bottom where it's got relics earned. That's your total relics. One's 196E22. There you go. So type it exactly as it says. Artifacts owned 72. Now on the artifacts list, which is this bit here, it will not show quality of life artifacts. So basically artifacts that have a max limit, so this one is maxed to 50, and then the bottom of the artifacts, all these ones will not be shown. So if you're wondering why you got some artifacts and they're not on a list, that's why. If you have got an artifact and it's not on a list, just max it. That's the easiest way to think of it. So if you've got the artifact, just max it straight away and you don't have to worry about it. So that's why it's not on that list. So that is pretty much updated. Then you put in what build you got. So I've got a clan ship, also the last hero, strongest hero I can get, which is Jace. Build it is, so Ascension is 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0 is no border, which will be looking like that. Ascension 1 is blue border, Ascension 2 is green, and Ascension 3 is yellow. Okay, and then you've got in gold income. You should know your gold source if you're following build. So it's normally one of these two. I'm using Fairy because I've changed it. Books of Shadows level obvious. You just go to Books of Shadows, click on that, and it's put in the amount that you have, 723.42. Okay. And I'll just keep these normal. Durendal Push is just the artifact, which is that one, Durendal Sword, which is basically helps splash through. It's a splashing mechanic. There's a separate video I've done that, which I'll put in the description below or on top of the icon. And letter notation is just how it sounds. It can be either letter or scientific notation, which you can change in the option menu. So I'll do hide artifacts, yes, because it shortens the list, so it's easy to read. And turn off the automatic back to on, so it calculates it. And once it's done calculating, Pop. It'll give me the level I should have those artifacts on here. Some of them be 0. Don't mind them. So if you do that again, get rid of them. Now, starting from the top, I'll just level these up as much, well, as close to the suggested level as I can. So Heroic Sword is not on there, so Book of Prophecy should be 900k. So we do 1 over, but it doesn't matter, 5%. Crisis Bowl, 5 million. 7 million. Grey Theme Medallion should be 4 million. That's way over. See, I could do it at 1%, which will probably be more accurate. I'm jumping ahead, but that's just me. So you just literally follow it as close as you can. Reason to percentage because is when you get to this level, when you get to a higher level, you can do percentages off there, but the highest amount does be 1,000, and yeah, it just takes forever. When you get to the million stage, a million, billions, and trillions, you using 1,000 it just take way too much. So that's where you turn the percentage on, and then you got 1%, 5%, 25% max. Normally use 1% when leveling, so I've been between 1 or 5% depending how patient you are. But those are the 2 numbers you should be using. So okay, for these ones, I tend to keep all, because these are leveling up my heroes. At the moment, it would not suggest to level all of them evenly. So for example, like it's got Hero's Blade at 10 million, Sword of Storms, which is melee at 10. And then it has got Fury's Bow. That's the reason being is because I put that the strongest person is a melee person, so that's why it hasn't got the rest of the heroes leveled, like on artifacts shown. The reason I level all these evenly is because when I do reach the next hero, for example, the next one I've got unlocked. So when I unlock the next one, which is magic, if I haven't leveled up my magic one, it'd be super weak all of a sudden. So even though I get a new hero, it might be still slow. So when it comes to heroes, I tend to level up this section all evenly, just so that when I unlock the next hero, when I collect enough gold, that I don't suddenly slow down. I can keep going at a steady pace. So for this hero section, you don't have to, that's just me. I'm not following the artifact to a T, but the whole point of Artifact Optimizer, it's a guide. It's meant to guide you to the right way. It's not perfect, and you should use your own judgment if there's certain things you think you should prefer to level and not level. And this is the perfect example, saying that if you do just level the hero it's suggesting, then there's a good chance when you unlock the next hero, you hit a wall until you level that up again. So that's a good thing to keep thinking of. Boss damage, I could do more on boss damage. Oathburn Knight, again, I keep all these the same for the exact same reason. Messed it up a little bit. I was too finger happy. I was way too excited. So I'll run out of relics now, so I will be coming back and leveling these up. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all the relics gone. Right, so that's how you use the Artifact Optimizer. Now I'm going to answer some questions from your previous videos. I've got this comment here from A Idiot, which is an awesome username. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen anyone with a name like that. But it says, I want to join a high level clan, but the one I belong to is my friend, and I've been low and I'm not leaving. Anything else I can do to increase speed runs, or have I done goofed? So his clan XP is 110, so that's quite a low one. So the only way to really do that is the main things to do is increase your current clan. So that's by doing raids to increase your clan XP. Also, you can get Noble Fencer, so that's a legendary set. So it'd be let's have a look here. Legendary Fencer, so that gives you 25% advanced start, and that will help up a little bit. Also, you can do things like artifacts, so if you increase your portal and snap chances, so there's certain artifacts that increases those for you. Let me find them for you. So this will be, there you go, Boots of Hermes and Unbound Gauntlet. So that gives you, if you max these out, if you do find them, get them, it gives you an extra 4%, 2%. That reduces the snap, reduces the titans, and Porter skips titans, 50 titans, 50 stages, and also increasing your passive skills, which is mainly tournaments and gain raiding. So doing all these kind of thing, increasing your splash damage, increasing snap Porter, and also getting Noble Fencer set will make it faster. But unfortunately, with a low level clan, you're really starting from ground zero. It's going to take you many months before you're mid-tier clan, and also you need a lot of people in your clan to do the clan raids. It will be harder. Best advice would be, if it's just you and your friend, or if it's just one or two of your friends, just jump clan and go to another clan, or maybe do a clan merger. So if you got a few of you, like 3, 4, 5, because you are a low level clan, I would recommend to just take your mates and go with your mates to a high level clan. But it's up to you. If you're happy, having, so that's the thing, it's longer runs. So it depends if you're happy playing. If your run time is like, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, and you're happy with that, that's fine. But if you want a 10, 15 minute run time that I've been showing on these episodes, I'm afraid that's the only way, friend. So another question. 10,000. I think this is a bit of a plug name, but someone called 10,000 subs with some vids. Let's go. What exactly endgame? Endgame is just, it sounds, it's the end of the game. It doesn't really have an ending, but with Tap Titan 2, the general community feel that reaching a stage cap, which currently is at 98k, is endgame. So when we reach 98k, unless they've increased the stage cap, which they tend to do, that's what I consider endgame. So that's the target of this series, to reach as close as 98k as I can, and that'll be it. Okay, good question here. Peshu says, I'm new to the game, so I was thinking, what's the point of all these pets when you can activate only one? Do the other give you some boost or nah? The point of pets is that, yes, you only get the skill by activating it. So there's two things with pets. There's active and passive. The active you get is when you actually equip the item, but what you're looking for is passive. It's the passive of all these pets is what gives you the huge bonus. Plus there's other things as well, but mainly it's the passive levels. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that buying pets, when we reach even numbers, for example on this one, when we reach level 50, it gives you 50 passive bonus. So passive bonus is going to give me times 35k or hero damage, which I wouldn't have before, etc, etc. So that's one of the reasons you should be getting pets, because all the passive bonus is what helps you level up in the game, and it's very, very important. Plus, when you reach total pet levels, it levels up something here called Power Surge, which gives you Pet Splash Skip. So Pet Splash Skip is another splash in power, so it helps you go through the stages quicker as well. So that's another reason why you should be buying pets. And third one, I nearly forgot this, Fluffers. Fluffers is one of the most important pets in the game, I feel. So mana regen. So yeah, you run out of mana at the beginning of the game quite often. It's one of the not banes, but a bit of a pain to have when you first start the game. You constantly run out of mana when you're using your skills. And the quickest and most efficient way is to buy loads of Fluffers. If you get this bad boy high, it's easy. It's so easy. Plus, you need it for when you want to change builds. Maybe a Heavenly Strike build later on, you need a very high mana regen. So again, is why you need Fluffers. So yeah, keep getting pets, mate. Get pets. Someone said, Ronald Mil Evo. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, mate. What artifact optimizers you use? I've seen many, but can't pick one. It's the artifact optimizer I went through step by step just early in the video. That's from the Tap Titans 2 Compedium website. It's quick. Reason to use that one, there are other ones, but the reason to use that one is that it's very simple to use. It's very easy to pick up. So again, I'll link that. I'll show you how to use it in this video, but I'll link that in the description below and the icon above as well. So again, if you've got any questions, leave a comment. I'm happy to go through that with you again. A good question here. Tana Doki said, hi Soulrise, how many Fluffer levels do you recommend starting a Heavenly Strike build? I don't know exactly, but I would have it at 100% minimum. I can't remember what the exact mana regen for that is, because you can keep leveling it up. I can't remember what level cap is. I can't remember if it's level 500. I think the level cap for it is 500. I can't remember. But I'll keep leveling it. Like you'll need like I said, 16, probably. I don't know. I'm doing pure guesswork at the moment, but I would say like 40 to 50 per min, like regen. But I think on my main account I've got like it's over 100 regen a min, which is ridiculous. I never ever run out of mana, even when I'm smashing it. So I think half that will be enough. You might have to still use the mana potion and stuff like that. But yeah, I would say Fluffers well over 100% passive minimum, so get that to level 100. But then yeah, you can still level it past that level, so I would imagine you want that mana regen down here to be about 40 or 50. But that's, I don't know if that's right. Okay, it's a good question here from I'm gonna absolutely slate this name, Faroj Boonard. Sorry, really sorry if I mispronounced it. How can I reduce the time of farming? I use Shadow Clone build with RN, NA, and AP set with Shadow Clone Optimizer. My time of farming is around 30 minutes, but I'll try to look for another build that's around 15 to 20. What skill that can help farm fast? It's with the skill you got already is pretty good. You got all the main items you need, so Ruthless, Necromancer, all the other sets, which is fantastic. You use an optimizer. I don't know how many skill points you have, but thinking outside the skill points, there's other factors you can use to increase your farm time, your speed, to basically run time, shorten it. The three main things would be clan XP. So your clan experience determines your advanced stage start. So if your advanced stage start is not 90%, which is the highest you can get, then you can definitely look at an increase in that. So it depends what your clan experience or what your advanced stage start is now. If it's obviously low, then you can do things like changing clan to a higher clan XP. If you don't want to change clan, then you can also get Noble Fencer, but you've already got that, so that's the only one you can do. You can also do splashing, so you can look at your passive skills. So as I mentioned earlier, you can go down to here, passive skills, and look at leveling up this, which is mainly done by tournament or raiding. Also, you can increase your corrupted rune heart or get more kits, kit pets, or level up your corrupted rune heart. And as I mentioned, the porter and snap artifacts, if you haven't maxed them out or got them, you can look towards getting them. But apart from those are the main ones. Init builds itself, because I don't know what build you have, I don't know specifically the tweaks to increase it. Some people add in cloaking, which basically adds a bit of gauge dip at the beginning of the stage, so you can look at increasing that for you. Also, you can add poison edge, which helps kills through extra titans and bosses, which again, if you're struggling at that, but that doesn't really make it quicker. So again, I think just cloaking so you can skip beginning stages, level up that if you haven't got that in the build. That's pretty much the main thing that I can think of. But yeah, I hope those few tips there help. One here from Deathbringer Mobile Legends. Hello, I started 16 days ago. My max stage is 11,754. 16 days and you're already at nearly 12k. That's really good going, mate. That's really smashing it. I haven't got any mythic piece yet. Am I still missing a technique? I hope you feature this comment and give a tip about completing set. Thanks. I've been following videos ever since I started playing. Thanks for following, man. I really appreciate the support. So the main ways to get mythic set, it's shards. It's really time consuming because shards take the longest to complete, because the main ones you can get shards income would be either getting Titan chests, which I think give you like 40 or 50 shards. The main one will be tournaments. So if you get into a shards tournament, get first place, that's pretty much the main one. So you should be trying to get first place to collect those shards. And yeah, it is time consuming. Normal person takes maybe 1 to 2 months to get it, because to get a full set takes 700 shards for a mythic set. Don't wait until you collect all 700. Once you've got enough for one, which is 100 shards, just get one at a time and just collect it that way. You don't have to have them equipped or keep them. You just need to find them, and it will activate each piece until you've got the full set to get the full set bonus. Yeah, so the first mythic set you want to get would be Ancient Warrior. As I said, first one's going to cost 100 shards, which might take some time to get. But he said, yeah, do shards tournament. That's your best bet to get the most shards. And also, if you log in daily, you do get shards from that as well. And in the shop now, there is a small chance of a shard drop on the video chest as well. So do a couple little things, just keep getting little shards here and there, and you will eventually have enough shards to get your first mythic item. There is a chance for a mythic drop, but it's very, very low. I think it's like 0.1%, ridiculously low. There have been cases of people getting it within the first few thousand stages. So hopefully you might get a mythic drop soon as well. I hope that's answered the question. Quite loads of questions today. So thank you very much. I'm loving the questions quite a lot. And the next one I've got is this is a good one. Arsalan Raza says, I have a question. Question is, how to become a pro player like you? That's sweet, buddy. That's so sweet. I don't consider myself a pro player. I've just because there's loads more better experienced and people that really rip apart the algorithm. Yes, I'm considered self-experienced and I know a bit about the game because I have talked to pro players and inquiries, and with all my guys I've always researched and talked to the main top people who do the compendium, who do the apps, who do applications. So I'm experienced, but mainly it's playing a game. I'm playing a game for over 3.5 years. So time equals experience. But thanks for thinking I'm a pro player. It's very sweet, very, very, very sweet. So he says, Space Nova, I've been playing for about half a month and I'm always stuck at 5,000. I don't know how to get out of this. Can you give me some builds for fast pushing? It's not just builds, mate. So a lot of people think that a quick way to get out of a push is basically change your build, look at your build. And when you first start, between 23 skill points to 1,000 is clanship, pet, heart of Midas. There's builds on the compendium website, which I will link below. But once you follow that build, that's the build you get into 1,000 skill points. You're not really going to change your build. There might be some tweaks you can do yourself, but pretty much the build stays as it is. The reason you get a soft wall would be hit a wall. You don't really ever hit a wall. You only hit a wall once you've got all your artifacts. That's a hard wall because there's nothing else to keep pushing you. The main things that push you once you do slow down is getting new artifacts, leveling your artifacts, and equipment. So those are obviously pets, always pets. As I mentioned, pets every single episode, get pets. But yeah, just get a new artifact, level it, level your existing artifacts, or buy more equipment. As I mentioned, complete mythic sets. They give you relic multipliers and they give you the most equipment boost power out of all the equipments. So start completing them. You find when you start completing mythic sets, you start getting faster and faster and faster. So that's it. Just get more stuff, play more and get more stuff. Question here from Ackerman Levy. Why do I always unlock active skills DS, HOM and Warcry? So this is these three. So there's Steady Strike, Hands of Midas and Warcry. Now, the main reasons, the first two always start with is Hands of Midas and Warcry. Warcry is because I'm running a clanship build. So increasing my hero damage is going to be the main power or the main source to push me through the stages quicker. And Hand of Midas is because gold income. Obviously you need gold to buy new heroes. So Warcry for damage and Hand of Midas for gold, and then also this deadly damage on Deadly Strike is gain more power. Heavy Strike hardly gives you any damage because I've got nothing, literally nothing in tap damage. So that's why I hardly ever use Heavy Strike. And Fire Sword and Shadow Claims also increases skills and tap damage, which is good. But top three is always Deadly Strike, Hand of Midas and Warcry, and then obviously all of them activated, but they don't give that much more difference as long as those are three, and that's because they're beneficial to the clanship build. That is why. And also from the same person, Asalalan Raza. I'm sorry if I'm actually ripping your name, but it says in the episode, do jokes also okay? So basically he's asking me if I could be more funny episode. I can't. I'm sorry, because if I tell jokes I'll probably lose my subscribers and viewerships because I only know dad jokes or maybe over 18 jokes. But all these videos on Attack Titans are maybe family friendly. You can see me and join me on Twitch every Sunday at 8 PM GMT time. There I'll talk more casually and I'll just talk about anything, and it's kind of sometimes a bit lewd and over 18. So if you want to have a laugh with me and talk anything apart from, well, as well as Attack Titans, join me on Twitch then. I'm trying to think of bad jokes. Okay, I've got a joke. Before I had a job of doing YouTube videos, I used to work as a tree surgeon, cutting down trees, but I got sacked because I just couldn't cut it. Told you, it's bad, man. It's bad. If you want to know how I'm doing in the tournament from this episode, so I've been doing it for an hour now, and I'm in first place by about 100 stages. But I will probably do bob like 1000k stage increase today if I have time, which I'll hopefully. I'll try to increase 1,000 in each stage. So I try to do a bit more push, but these are the main tactics for today. I just want to give a quick shout out to these people on the right here. They have supported the channel, so they've supported me on the channel in some sort of way. So huge thank you to all those wonderful people. Thank you so much for everything you do and for the support, especially Ned Ross. Again, Mike, you're a legend. Thank you. And also, if you do have enjoyed this episode and you want to see more in this series, click on that video there. That's more episodes, Road to Endgame series. Or if you want to fancy watching any episodes from my channel that YouTube recommends, you can click on this one here. And if you want to subscribe and follow me for the latest notifications, click the subscribe button on this bit here. Apart from that, thanks very much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.